Hey, we're here in the kitchen. You guys sit down so we can see the dancers. It's time for the Bob Doyle Show. I can't hear a thing, so I'm just trusting that the music is going and that everybody's in the right place. I gotta learn that dance one of these days. I said I was gonna. One day I actually sat down and watched this and was practicing in my room and trying to get the whole thing together. Didn't happen. Now look, somebody's got to talk to us in the comments, and boy, I hope it'll work because I'm looking at the comments on the iPad today, so we can see if they're going to work. Somebody send me a comment. Say hello. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Is it tofu you will fry?
It's the Bob Doyle Show.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the Bob Doyle Show.
All right, back. So I have to see.
It's the Bob Doyle Show.
What's hurt my feeling? What happened to good morning? What happened to, hey man, thanks for showing up. Thanks for, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done my, there's Carol. Okay, great. So thank you, Carol, for being the first to speak up. We had to get Tracy's mom to be the first one to say hello. Are you all just like sitting there right now going, look, we'll say hello when you start talking tofu, dude. Well, okay, we're going to talk tofu. I've got tofu. Hey, Cher, there's Cher. All right, I don't know what I was expecting. I got to give you guys a few minutes at least, right? Come in, get settled, say, hey, wait, that's my seat. Can we check the tickets? No, that says D, not B. You need your glasses, etc. Everybody's just getting situated. I can smell the popcorn, which they make good popcorn here, I got to say. Those guys in the lobby. All right, so we've got Facebook represented here. Now that's the thing about today's show is I won't be able to like show the comments just because I'm not on a green screen. That's a real cabinet, ladies and gentlemen. This a real microwave, and these are real pants, which thank God I opted to wear because I was thinking, you know, hey, just like this. But see, if I go back here like that, then the game, that's it. Game's over, and I'll probably be getting some nasty email. All right, I want someone from YouTube to represent. Okay. By the way, we've got the Tofu cam. Now the Tofu cam will be mobile eventually. I'll have Tracy hold it from time to time. Maybe I'll hold it. Well, I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen with the Tofu cam? It's just exciting that we have one. Am I right? It's like a 2-camera shoot. All right. Is nobody? All right. Let's do this. Tracy, can you go to bobdoyleshow.com? She's working on it, ladies and gentlemen. But her computer is fueled by molasses. It was an experiment in green technology that, while earth-friendly, not great with speed. All right, so what are we doing here today? Well, we're going to do a few things, and I should get started because we have to complete a task. We have to prepare tofu, fry tofu. Oh, crap. We didn't go get cornstarch. The look on Tracy's face right now is a classic. Because without the tofu, you see, well, I mean, well, that would be good too. If I forgot the tofu and only had cornstarch, that would be a different recipe too. Where is everyone? What's going on? I'm sad here.
I could be back in 20.
All right. Okay. So instead of, crap, now I got to carry this thing on my own.
Yep.
Okay, well, this is like old days stuff here. So we're going to have to, I can't believe this is happening, but I guess I can because here it is. Tracy's going to have to go to the store, which is just right there, and buy cornstarch because that is one of the 2 basic ingredients we use for the frying, the tofu being the other. Well, here's what we can get started with. We can get started with the drying of the tofu, okay? But well, we need to do that, and then I'll have lots of time to fill. So let's see. Now that I won't have Tracy here to help me, so I have to do tofu cam by myself. So let's see. All right. So here's the tofu, right? That's what tofu looks like. You can see it's all wet. This is just. We don't need to say the brand name or whatever. It's just tofu, and you know what it looks like. It's all wet. It's probably, I don't know, what's that, about 1.5 inches? Okay, 1.5 inches thick or something like that. And so when I first started doing this, what I would do is I would just, well, actually you can see this I know that the frame rate is not great for the tofu cam, but this marble slab here is actually quite heavy, and we would rig it so it would press down on the tofu and squeeze all the juice out. But then I thought, well, we like doing this enough where it merits getting a tofu press.
I don't know that you're live on YouTube.
What's that? You don't know that I'm live on YouTube? It says stream 1 and stream 2 are happening. But yeah, YouTube is not responding. Nobody on YouTube is representing. All right, so basically the way this works, it's real simple, super simple, and it allows us to basically get enough moisture out for our purposes in about 15 minutes if I stay on it. So see, we'll spend 15 minutes doing that. Tracy will go to the store, get the cornstarch, come back, we'll be ready for step 2. It works perfect. Where is everybody? Cher's the only one saying anything.
Good morning.
That's Tracy.
Keys.
Oh boy. Hold on. Maybe the junk drawer. Oh no, that's the one that doesn't work. Here we go.
Okay, I'll be back.
Isn't this great? This is just what the Bob Doyle Show is all about. Why aren't we seeing anybody on YouTube? I don't know what's happening. All right. So what we're going to do basically is, it's probably self-explanatory. We're just sticking that tofu right in there. Let me turn on tofu cam again. All right, so you see what's happening here. We're going to line it up in the center. We're going to use this plate, dripping, and then we're just going to tighten these down. Now, those of you who are not new to tofu are going, what are you actually doing right now? But some of us are meat eaters and are new to this world of tofu. So I'm giving it enough of a tighten so that it's kind of, squeezed down a bit, but not squishing it. And you may be able to see when my hand moves that water, right, is a puddle of water is forming there. So right now it is 8:07 Pacific time. I don't know where this show is going right now. I don't have any devices I can use to check. The camera's being used, the iPad's being used. Tracy's computer's all the way over there. This is just like, who knows what's happening. All right, so every couple of minutes or so, I'm just going to tighten these screws for about 15 minutes, and we're going to compress this down until it's about 3/4 of an inch. Does that sound fun to everybody? Yeah. Thank you. Love it when there's excitement about tofu. So now, while we wait, this is the part where I was hoping to bring Tracy in, and we could just banter back and forth about something. Right? While I just every now and then turn the screws on this thing and get the water flowing out so we can get as much as possible. However, that's not the case. So I'm going to have to do this all by myself. So I'm going to just real quick refresh the screen, make sure I'm not missing anything. So is YouTube really not working? It says stream 2. It says stream 2. Hang on, I have to check. I have to check to make sure that stream 2 is exactly what I thought it was. YouTube, yeah, it should be there. All right, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to go to a browser and I'm going to go see myself. You've never bought tofu, says Cher. I see me. I see me live on YouTube right there. That's me. Look, I'll show you on the tofu cam. I don't know, maybe you can see it. Do I have chat disabled or something weird like that? Hold on, I got to look. Let's see. Look at that. Look, now I'm watching me showing you. 0 watching. All right, well, I'm watching, so I'm going to leave myself a message. See, this is the kind of stuff we do here on the Bob Doyle Show. That's why I haven't ever subscribed. Did that show up? Yeah, it did. Great. At least something's working. All right, so I'm on the homepage of the Bob Doyle Show, and I don't see where it says that I'm broadcasting live. I go to videos. Wait, there it is. Fried tofu. Live now. Why isn't that unlisted? That's crazy. It's unlisted. Why would that happen? Let me see if I can change that in real time. This is, let's see. Public. Done. Can I do that in midstream? Save? Who knows what's going to happen? So now, if we go to YouTube, Bob Doyle Show. Isn't this fun? Can you believe the networks aren't knocking down my door? Dude, we got to get you doing all kinds of broadcasting things. There's Tofu Cam. All right, now there I am. Bob Doyle Show, fried tofu. Now it shows up. And there I am live. Okay, so now it's showing up on YouTube. So if you're watching now on YouTube... Oh, wait a minute. Now it shows up. And there I am live. Nice. All right, so in true Bob Doyle Show fashion, another glitch with YouTube. Didn't that happen the other day? I'm tightening screws again. Every couple of minutes, just tightening this down. Get this stuff pressed, right? Oh, wait, the other thing I forgot to do for right now is plug in the fryer. Hold on one sec, because that is important. Takes about 10 minutes for this thing to get up to heat, so I wasn't going to do it too early. There we go. This could have been what? Okay. All right, so now I'm on Facebook and YouTube, so now maybe the YouTube people are getting notified, and they're coming in and they're going, what happened? I missed everything. No, you didn't miss anything, really. We've got the tofu in the tofu press. We're tightening it just a little bit every couple of minutes. We got a puddle forming here. You know, pre-tofu stuff. There's Sarah. Good morning. Couldn't find you on YouTube. Yes, Sarah. Well, that's because somehow it was unlisted, but now it's working, so it should be there. So it'd actually be great if you'd pop over there and just give it a shot. Just test it and see what happens. And also, if you happen to suddenly get a, oh boy, I hope that didn't screw things up. If you happen to suddenly get a notification, that would be great to know too. All right, that's good. All right, so while we wait again, and since Tracy's not here because she had to go get cornstarch because there is no recipe, there is none of this without that, and we forgot. So this has been hanging on my bathroom door, or not my bathroom door, on my bathroom wall for a while now. I didn't purchase it. It was hung by someone else. Could it be Tracy? And this is what it says. Love is the key that opens the door of happiness. Now, how does that land? How does that land with all of you? All right, so Sarah's here representing from YouTube. Thank you very much. I can't show you this. But you just have to trust me. She's there. And maybe someone else will join as well. Now, Sarah, if it starts to feel lonely over there, you do not have to stay. You can certainly go back over to YouTube, Facebook, where all of our friends are. All right, so love is the key that opens the door of happiness. Now, what's wrong with that phrase to you? Anyone? I kind of want to wait. I want to see if anybody has the same issue with me, or with it that I do. Anyone? Okay, now you guys are having a conversation amongst yourselves. Cher and Carol are talking because I know that's what they do. Oh, hold on a second. Ring for coffee. What's great about being in the kitchen, with or without Dinah, is that the coffee is literally right here. I can just right in front of you. The sugar is also right in front of me. I will have to wander over that way for the cream. Let's check in on the tofu cab. You can see the puddle of water dripping here. We're going to tighten it up just a little bit more. A little bit more. Cher has philosophy to share. Happiness is a choice. Self-love comes first. She's commenting probably on what I asked her to. Love is the key that opens the door of happiness. Here's what it is for me. And if we have if Jane were here, or if Dawn were here, any of the proofreaders, I wonder if they'd have the same problem that I do with this. Here's my issue. This word here, of. Don't you think that they chose the wrong preposition? Shouldn't it be to? Hold on, I got to get some cream. I'm sorry. Hold on, we'll use the, for this journey to the refrigerator. I gotta remember where the camera is. No, I don't want half and half. I want heavy whipping cream in my coffee, my friends, because that's, I know my microphone's way over there. But you can still hear me, right? All right, hold on. There we go. And we're back. Guerrilla filmmaking, my friends. Guerrilla. All right. The door of happiness, it should be the door to happiness, right? Open the door to happiness. Because ideally, I guess you want to get on the other side of the door, and now you're going to be, you know, it's the door to the room you want to go to. Like, you open the door to the bathroom. You don't open the door of the bathroom. A door of happiness is a door that's made of a happiness. You don't know what's on the other side of that door. There's no guarantees. It's just the door of happiness. So you got love. Now you got, that's the key. It opens the door of happiness. But you go, what's on the other side doesn't say that it's the door to happiness, right? Well, Sarah, I'm curious where you thought I was going to go when I asked how it landed with you. I've got to know. I've got to know. I've got to know. Oh, hi, it's me on the Tofu cam. I should be pointing at the tofu because it's the Tofu cam. So let's get that going. Still waiting for the fryer to get to heat, but we've got plenty of time before we need that, ladies and gentlemen. We still got to get this tofu down to like 7.75 inches. And that will take us, so we need about, boy, what time did I say it was when we put that stuff in there? It seems like, I thought it was like 8:05, which would mean that, you know, we got like 5 more minutes. I'm going to go between 8:20 my time. And of course, you see that we have the time on the tofu cam. Where's my finger? Why can't you see my finger? There. Boy, that is some sketchy frame rate, folks, but whatever. It's just cool that we can do it at all. Am I right? Okay, it's time. Did I say, ladies and gentlemen? If I did, it's time to take a sip of coffee. I forgot to put sugar in it. Why did you let me do that? You were watching me the whole time. You saw me pour it. You saw me go to the thing. And then, but you didn't see. I talked about the sugar. But I didn't put it in. Either that or my body is suddenly... Sarah, let me tell you something about a deep fat fryer. It's awesome. The things I can make now that I couldn't make before, the list goes on and on. Trying a different blend of the coffee I buy. It's the dark roast blend. Not bad. All right, let's check the tofu cam. Still the same. I'm going to turn it now. Oh, look at that. See, if someone had said, you're going to eat that later, like even 2 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, like when I'm dead later. This doesn't make a lot of sense. That's right, when you die, you eat tofu. You didn't know that, did you? Well, see, the things you learn here on the Bob Doyle Show. So why don't we take a moment, while we're still just waiting for a few minutes, and take a peek at behind the scenes of how we've got this set up. We'll use the tofu cam even though we're not actually pointing it at tofu. So there's a little preview of some of the spices we'll be using later. Here's another shot of course, the tofu doing its thing. The aforementioned sugar, my coffee, a mouse. Are you fascinated by this? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no. Here's the fryer getting heated. When that light turns green, tofu can be eaten. The ice cream maker, you've seen this in action too. This is the soda stream. I need to replace the carbonation canisters. These are called paper towels. This is a juicer. That's the microphone through which you're hearing my voice. Look, do you see what's happening? Like this is so freaking meta. Bananas, because you can never have too many of those. And that's what's going on in the kitchen. And look at this. Hold on a sec.
Hello!
There she is with cornstarch in hand, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you can maybe see it. So you see, that was nothing, right? That was no big deal. Wait, that's not where it's not where I put the cam.
No.
No. Tofu cam points at the tofu, which looks still.
Like tofu?
Yep. It looks particularly curdy today, but we are with intention. Look at that. Look at how much moisture came out of that, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, that's disgusting.
That's right. I said ladies and gentlemen again. So Tracy knows it's time to drink coffee.
It's time to drink coffee
Hold on.
because
Cling.
I have not had enough caffeine this morning yet.
I haven't run this by Tracy yet, so let's find out her views on this. So now, of course, you hung this in our bathroom,
I did.
in the guest bathroom over here. And it says, love is the key.
That opens the door of happiness.
Right. So how does that land with you?
Love is the key that opens the door of happiness. How do you mean, how does that
Don't
land?
you think that should be to happiness and not of happiness? Because this implies the door is made of happiness.
You and your semantics. I love it.
But seriously, it's the door of
Yeah,
happiness. But what's
well-
on the other door of happiness? I mean, we could assume that there's more happiness on the other side.
I would assume.
But what you really want, you want to go to happiness, not touch something made out of it.
You have a point.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get a marker.
Yeah. Let's deface it. Just scratch it out. No, or can you imagine someone who, and I could imagine someone who would be like, okay, well, we're going to match this paint exactly. We're going to take it down to some place. They're going to do a thing on it, give us the exact thing so that we can paint over it, and no one would know it. And then we're going to get, we're going to take lessons on how to do this correct. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're still okay, now the fryer is up to heat, ladies and gentlemen. So that means it's ready to receive the tofu. I'd still like it to go just a little bit more. We're only at 821 right now. I'm going to let it go. Oops, I squished that one a little bit. I got a little bit.
Too zealous?
Too zealous.
A new word for the day.
That's right. So what's your word for the day? Everybody has
word
to
for
type.
the day.
So ours is zealous.
That's a fun one.
And here's the thing. You have to use it. So what's your word today that you're going to use in a sentence that's unusual? Okay? So that's your task right now. You're just going to type a word that you're going to use in a sentence today that's unusual. And then, in my fantasy, you're going to report back later and tell us.
There's a lot of those.
And tell us. And tell us something.
Something. Your word for the day and how
did.
you're going to use it.
Bob, am I being more particle and less wave? That's a great question right now.
Oh.
I need to be more wavy, I think.
Right.
Particle man.
Now, what the
doing the
bleep, if you
thing
have
that a
that song?
particle can. That's a They Might Be Giant song. Look it up. If I didn't care about, copyright and stuff, I'd just tell what's-her-face here to play it. But you know what'll happen.
Then nobody will see the show ever because Facebook and YouTube will just...
Say, hey, whoa,
No.
whoa there, Sparky.
Nope,
How about
don't.
paying They Might Be Giants a couple of dollars for that?
Right? I can't find us. I can't do a watch party. My phone, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I was going to try, but I don't know. Right?
There, that's us right there.
Wait.
Tofu, fried tofu.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right, so Nori's word is stupendous.
Well, that's a good one.
Now, I gotta say, that's gonna be pretty easy to use. All she's gotta do is go to the grocery store. How are you doing today? I am stupendous. There's a million opportunities to use stupendous, right?
It's true, but the clerk at the checkout is definitely going to look and go,
Another weirdo. I can't even imagine what these people, the clerks at grocery stores. I mean, they see.
Oh my gosh.
They see more people per day than probably than even the above average person, right? Just face, outfit. Short shouldn't be worn. Short shouldn't be worn. Do they know there's a hole there? Wow, that woman really owns that way of being.
Right.
I can't even there should be a
That
podcast.
child. Oh my gosh.
There should be a podcast
Just on
that
that.
my podcast jumpstart.com puts together because they may not have experience with it of grocery store clerks, like a panel of 4,
Too.
and they just tell stories.
I think this is good. I've always wanted to be a Walmart greeter.
And it's called Check This Out.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen. And that.
Okay, the should police are in full share.
Oh,
what did I say?
So good.
Okay,
There
look,
should be a podcast, probably something like that.
Okay.
You should.
Okay, now I'm starting to think there might be appropriate uses of
There
the
needs
word
to be
should.
a different.
Well, needs to be is worse.
Oh.
How do you
See,
say
that's
indeed?
It needs to be.
Let's check it on the tofu cam. See, I kind of squished a little bit. Hold on. A little bit too hard there. It's like, I'm not ready yet. See, it's kind of squishy, but it'll be okay for today. Look at all that water.
Wow.
that has come out of there.
Fascinating.
It's absolutely fascinating.
Okay, I'm trying to do a.
I would totally listen to a podcast where it's Checkout Clerks told the stories of the people who came
I
in.
think it's kind of like Taxi Cab Confessions or whatever that show was. Do you
Maybe so.
remember?
It sounds
It was
familiar.
an HBO thing. Well, anyway, it was like people would get into taxis and they had a cam and they would like whatever.
Check this
Very
out.
funny. I love it. I love it.
Come on, it's hard to say because we can't see any real time feedback on YouTube or anything. We are looking
YouTube's
at
not.
no, I'm sorry, not YouTube. No, but we fixed that.
You fixed YouTube?
See, Sarah's there. It was set for unlisted for some reason.
Bizarre.
Bizarre.
That's another fun word to say.
It is.
Bizarre.
All right, so I'm going to take. Let's see. I'm gonna. I guess I don't know. I feel like I just want to give it another couple of minutes.
Well, how long have you been doing it for? Like,
So easily 20
it's 20
around
seconds
20
after?
minutes.
Okay.
So we're definitely, in theory, ready to do this. I've done it when it's like this before, and for the purposes of our demonstration, it'll be fine. I'm going to carefully take this water over to the sink. Tracy's playing
I'm trying
Farm.
to. Yeah.
What is it? Farm. What's the Facebook
Oh, I
game
never
that was?
played any of those.
What was
things.
that? What was it?
I got
Farm,
invited and then I just like
Farmville. What was it called?
Farmville. I think that's what. I think you're right. Where you
I never
plant
played
stuff.
that.
Nope, me neither. I don't.
Should
play
is wrong.
games.
So Sarah is clarifying. Should is wrong only if it's preceded by you or I. I should, you should. I like
see,
it.
She's so good.
See, we're going to incorporate that into. All right, so
That-
careful. Don't just.
Good one. Oh yeah. Don't spill that.
I'm not gonna. Wow, that's a lot of bean curd water.
Yum.
Okay, so now we get into phase 2. Well, since we've just got the corn. Now here's the thing about cornstarch. It gets everywhere.
It does. It's a mess.
It's flour's one thing. Cornstarch somehow just explodes all over everything. We're just using basic store brand cornstarch. I'm sure it hurt Tracy to buy it because it's not in a cellophane bag with the word mill on it or something. But see, look at that. I just even opened. You couldn't tell, but I haven't even torn the bag open, and there's already poofs of cornstarch. So what I'm doing is opening a bag of cornstarch. Here's my technique. Nope, my technique is going to be using scissors because otherwise we are really asking for a major explosion of cornstarch, right?
Yes, you are.
All right, so I'm just going to put some in a bowl for easy dredging. Bob, what about other seasoned spices and all that? I've been there. I've tried. But you know what? Just straight up cornstarch on the tofu. That's it. And then when it comes out, you can put whatever you want on there, and that's the fun we're gonna have today. But cornstarch is gluten-free, so it's better than flour, says Sarah. Sarah is just an encyclopedia of knowledge today. One more time, let's give it up for her today.
Yeah, that's good.
And even do an extra little dance.
Extra little dance.
Yeah, I brought the dancers in. All right, actually, I got to say, so that was the least messy, just even putting it in a bowl that I've done for quite some time. So consider yourself basically lucky. Yes, not just garlic salt. You just wait, Sarah. I'm going to introduce you all to something that you're going to have to run to the store and purchase immediately, if at all possible. Time for coffee.
The bell. I found that I was like, oh my
This bell
god, that's
is-
so perfect.
It has a spring. It's like the clapper's just on the spring. All right. Now, I guess we're going to go back to the tofu cam for a sec. I'm going to release the tofu from its prison on its own recognizance. All right. It's still pretty. It's still pretty wet, I gotta say.
What do we need to do?
Well, we're just going to go with it because it's going to be fine for the purpose of demonstration. Normally, what I'll do is I'll let this go for like, I don't know, a couple hours, and I'll just walk away, remember, come back, screw it down a little bit, and all that. So it would normally be a little bit more firm than this, but
It is what it is.
it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to tofu. Now, I've done this in several ways. I've cut it in cubes and I've cut it in strips. Today, we're going to do strips. I had a knife here ready to go so that I wouldn't have this embarrassing moment that I'm having right now. Here it is. All right, so we're just cutting into strips. It's weird. It feels like when I look at this, yeah, kind of like a Play-Doh type of weirdness. And it's like when I look at this, I go, I know why I never wanted to eat this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the word curd in the description of what it is.
Curd.
Right?
Curd.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not comfortable with that word at all. Curd word. All right, but anyway, so this is what we're doing. Now, at this point, the experienced Tofarians and whatever, they're laughing at me right now, and I get it. Look,
We're novice, but it's good.
I'm a carnivore, lifetime tofu. No way, Jose.
Non-cooking person.
That's another conversation. She talks about herself like she's a non-cooking person, and yet she has. Did you see those vegetarian tacos last night, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, see, I cheated. Like I didn't make the tofu crumbles. I bought them.
All right, so now what we're doing is we're getting the fry basket ready.
Yay!
That's what this is.
Okay.
And I'm going to now just basically dredge these things like this and put a nice, and if they feel so weird, because cornstarch has that weird freaking texture, makes everything seem like rubber. I'm just going to lay these things next to each other as close as possible, and while I do this, Tracy's going to tell you a story.
Once upon a time.
I love this one.
Storytelling, not my forte. Yep. So let's see.
So far, I am.
So
riveted.
it's just this is great, right?
I'd like to do the movie adaptation of this particular.
Yes. Oh, movies. We could talk about.
Sarah's yelling at me to
Jack.
squeeze the tofu, but I'm just, for the purposes of time, I'm just doing it this way.
Squeeze it.
And actually, one of the things I like to do is, let's see how little I can do it or how much I can do it, and like if I do this and it's just not what I like, then whatever. I've cut it thinner too, because when you fry it up and it's thinner and it gets really crunchy, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. But I didn't want to squeeze it again and get water, because then what I really didn't want to do is see just how much longer I should have done it.
Should.
Busted immediately.
Yes.
All right, so I'm putting a
Yes.
fairly good layer on there. It absorbs quickly even once I put it in the basket. I have to do this one in batches. When I do cubes, I can throw them all in there.
There's cornstarch all
I know.
over the keyboard.
There is, because that's what cornstarch does. I can't believe it's actually
everywhere.
Normally, it's much worse than it
It's
is
true.
right now. All right, yeah. Well, I definitely rushed the squeezing process. This should probably be, I'm gonna say much thinner.
But it's perfect.
But I wanted to try. I see the box of the tofu press
now.
talks about how, hey, it only takes 15 minutes when you do this. So I wanted to test it with you all. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
I'm sure it's gonna be fun.
All right, that's about all I can fit
I think that's good.
in here. One last look here. It's kind of hard with the lighting, you can't really tell. But anyway, it's going in.
Okay.
And we just,
Yum.
hold on, let's get the, oh wait, will you hit where it says NDI phone?
NDI phone. Yay!
There we go.
Ooh.
Tofu cam.
Hit it again.
No, we're back.
Okay.
All right. So now, 5 minutes. What else?
Oh, you guys, it smells so good already. Just the peanut oil, it just smells so good.
Well, it's actually, I'm wearing peanut oil cologne. Because, right?
Right, something like that.
It'll be great. I've never used a tofu press other than my hands. Yes, well, And like I said, this marble slab here also worked really well. So we'll get this, and then we'll put the other ones in. But let's get ready for this to come out. I thought this was dry already.
No.
Gonna put a plate with some paper towels, to absorb the oil. You get it. Mm-hmm. And then what we've got ready
the other one too?
The other one.
That's super delicious. But
Yeah. Just get whatever you want to out of
yeah.
it. That sounded really bossy when I said that, and I want to apologize. I'm going to rephrase that. I'm going to say something like, you know what? We've got other seasons over there. You can get whatever you
that
like.
would be so.
So like,
fun.
yeah, go there, go what you like.
So we have these other two that are really fun too. This is my favorite.
All right. So basically, the idea is you can put anything on this tofu. I have put anything from what I'm going to show you to brown sugar and
I was gonna say
cinnamon.
you can do sweet and savory.
Brown sugar and cinnamon, and then we did the just put malt vinegar on there, and then you basically got like a fish and chip kind of thing, and the texture was pretty accurate. And then when these things come out, there's a nice crunch to them. But even when they are warm, they're great, and when they're cold, they're great. Freaking love them. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Tofu cam,
I love it.
right? Now they don't get. I don't like do them till they're brown. They don't do anything like that. Or at least I haven't done it that long, because otherwise they'd be, I don't know what. But just a couple more minutes, then we're going to be ready.
I'm excited. Oh, Kathy's here. She sent me the most incredibly beautiful sunrise picture this morning.
From today's sunrise?
Well, I assume, but just glorious.
No. Thank you, Kathy, for your nature,
Yes, because
for
we
your
missed
infusion
our
of
nature this
nature.
morning. Actually, part of the whole why I had to run to the store now is because I woke up really late. Thought I set the alarm. Apparently didn't. Stuff happens.
While we're waiting for that, as we get to the end of the frying cycle, I'm going to dredge the rest of these.
Yum.
I may have to put more cornstarch in here.
And the boxes right here.
All closed up and ready to put
All
away.
closed up. Sorry. I'll open it for you while you do that. How about that?
I didn't
Okay.
think this through about where I'm going to put these things. But yes, thank you very much. See, it's cooperation in the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen.
See?
Don't let cooking be a one-person job if you've got another person just sitting around on their butt doing nothing except checking social media. Put them to work! It's hypothetical, of course.
All right. Here.
For a minute, the bottom of that plate looked like the Instagram logo. Hold it up again.
Ish.
Yeah. All right, so what am I doing? I just need more.
Yes, but no. Okay, I was gonna say put these.
But
up
yes,
here.
thank you. That would be great.
So they're ready to go.
See, cooperating. Who are you
Right,
going to cooperate with?
teamwork.
Hey, wait a minute.
Teamwork.
The whole thing about the word you're going to use today went away really quick. Who?
Yeah.
Somebody
we didn't
said Nori says stupendous, and then that was the end of that.
Huh. I don't know.
All right,
Stupendous
still
is a
just.
good one.
I'm sure I could pull that tofu at any time, but I'm going to just finish this little dredge here. Boy, I really do have. I'm going to have to get like a vacuum cleaner on this keyboard because
Yeah, it's.
otherwise it's going to have cornstarch all in it, ladies and gentlemen, instead of audit.
Yeah.
Edit, audit. Yeah, okay.
Something.
This is. Well, we'll see. All right, last one, dredging the last
Last
one, and then
one.
I'm going to take out the ones that are in the
Wait, see,
fryer.
last one.
Put these in. Let me.
Okay.
Thank you, got me. Awesome. Look at that. She's learning to produce the show, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're taking it out.
Yum.
Can you tofu can that?
Tofu cam.
Well, here, I'll just dump it.
Yep,
There you
very
go. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Whoops. Whoa.
Hold on.
Crap.
Uno momento, por favor. Hashtag random Spanish. Okay, up. Awesome.
Oh,
It's falling.
geez. She doesn't feel heat, by the way.
I used to have a catering company and stuff, and you burn your fingers enough that you don't feel anything anymore.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I don't know.
I feel it, but I didn't own a catering company either.
Yeah.
All right, so putting in this last little round, and then we're going to get right into the fun of spicing these up and eating in front of you, which I hate how I look when I eat on camera. I just remembered, but what are you going to do? All right, this is going in.
We do a food show and you hate to eat on camera.
The way I look when I chew, I just can't handle it. I must have, ladies
That's
and
so
gentlemen,
funny.
because we got the
We got a ladies
notification
and
to
gentlemen.
drink.
Drink!
All right,
Oh!
so I'm going to just lay these out a little bit.
Okay. Wait, you have the cam on? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're ready to go with this.
Okay.
So we're going to start. Now, here, this season, just regular seasoned salt
Yeah.
is amazing. It was one of the first things I did, and so I'm going to put that on a couple of these, just like this. Do both sides. Also, of course, you can put any kind of sauce you want on these. I'm going to also. This is This is what you've got to do. This is smoky garlic and sea salt.
Is you gotta do kind of like you should?
I highly recommend. Mike says you should check out some fried spicy tofu recipes. Yes, I'm sure I should. But this stuff right here on anything, smoky, you get the smoky, like literally smoked garlic taste on this. So I'm going to do a couple of these with that.
Okay.
Oh, you have to be very careful though because it comes out fast, like that. So you might shake and shake your tofu.
So here's some other ones. So Sarah had said garlic salt. Garlic salt is a good one. We actually have onion salt, which I've never tried. Just
Oh, yeah,
found it
that's
in
gonna be
there.
good.
That might be interesting. And then here's a wicked sweet bourbon seasoning. Small batch bourbon and brown sugar blend.
The point is,
Anything.
it's all good.
It is all good. My favorite, where is it? This is this one. It is the Applewood Rub.
Let's show it to the folks at home.
Yes.
Thank you, Grill Mates,
Yes,
for
ma'am.
your kind sponsorship.
Yeah, I know. It's
And then, of course, we always use Himalayan salt as of when Tracy told me to. All right, so let's try one each. This is now we want you to be able to hear,
the crunch.
hopefully. This is the, which one do you, oh, I've lost track. I don't know which one this is.
Well, I guess I'll bite into it and see.
All right, so
Ooh, hot.
again, depending on how long you cook these, how long after you eat them, they have kind of a different texture. I don't think you heard her, but here we go.
Oh my god.
So
So good.
the texture is a little softer than normal, but later it'll be a little
I kinda
chewier.
like it.
These are great on salads, and I made sandwiches out of these. And
It kind of has a a consistency of like fried fish. It's like it's remarkable.
yeah, this one definitely would be great with malt vinegar on it. It would taste very much like a fish and chip because of how that is. No, I'm not plain tofu, Mike. Come on now, you should know me better than that.
Where?
I mean, look, I may have jumped the carnivore ship a little bit.
Free advertising.
Oh
for-
yeah, this is
For this company. Now, not vegan, but vegetarian, is Moore's marinades and sauces, blue cheese buffalo wing sauce on the tofu. I'm telling you, it's some of the best thing that I've ever eaten.
Hold on, let's let them see it again real
Oh, yeah.
nice and close.
It's so good. Oh my god.
All right.
No, we're winning. Mike says we're winning.
So again, yes,
we
because
gotta
we
be creative. It's fun.
Fun.
Food's fun.
food's fun. So we got,
Absolutely.
what have we learned today? Teamwork,
Yes.
stupendous,
Yes.
cornstarch. These are just
I know. What was
key,
the word that I even
key
said? I
themes
don't even
today.
remember.
Did you say a thing? A word?
I did. That was how we got started, and now I sure don't remember. Isn't that? I'm getting old. I can't remember.
All right. I think we're probably
He was
good
going to
here.
coach me, just by the way.
I'm
That was a hesitation to go.
No, I don't know what I was going to do. No, I was going to refer back to yesterday's show when I got lost and couldn't remember what I was going to do when I threw it to you. And I realized,
Oh yes.
but
It happens.
But I've already,
Yes. So I am.
sorry, I got a drink.
Yes. Hold on.
Terry says, "Gah, I can't
Yeah,
comment in my laptop."
I have my. Wait, where's the? Yum. See. Yum.
Well, what do you think? You got. It's
So
so fun
happy.
to open the refrigerator and see these in a Ziploc bag and go, "Oh, those!" Because you can even heat them up again, zap them, whatever. It just, I don't know, man. Maybe
I'm
I'm just,
double-dipping.
maybe I'm just lucky. Maybe like the texture of tofu doesn't bother me. But I've had tofu before, you know, in salads and in Chinese food or whatever. Haven't been excited, but the deep frying, I think, see, this is the gateway to more.
I also think it's the pressing too, because
It is depressing. It's depressing how long I didn't eat.
No, the pressing.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of Asian recipes, they don't press it very much because it seems to be much more soft inside usually. Like, especially if you go to P.F. Chang's, they have a delicious What the heck is it? I'm not gonna remember.
Milkshake.
I'm not gonna remember what it's called. It's a delicious dish, but it's much softer. So now understanding the whole pressing and such how it works.
Here we go. Hot oil coming over.
Okay, I'm not. Okay.
All right. See, and now we are done with the fryer.
Yay!
We got another whole batch. It's nice to get these things seasoned while they're freaking hot. Okay, she's actually touching sizzling hot oil with her fingers right now. And look at that face.
I told you I don't have. It's okay.
You don't think this has anything to do with your alien origins? Oh,
I don't know.
Did I say that out loud? Hold on, I
Whole
need to.
Palladian thing.
I need to pour some more coffee because this has gotten lukewarm. And what's great about it is, again, it's right in front of me. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you having a good time? Are you learning things? Is this something you're going to try in your own home?
Can you do it if you don't have the deep fryer?
Yes,
saute
just like
these
Sarah
this?
said. She
Yeah.
said she's just used a
Pan, right?
a pan with some coconut oil or whatnot.
Tofu bacon. Okay, now. Yes, tofu bacon.
But she was
There's
going to
some
go
in the-
off camera for a second.
I was gonna go get it in the freezer, but it's pointless. You
All right,
get
I'm going to
tofu
do
bacon.
just
It's
some
really-
random. Whoops! Nope. Sorry, you're probably hearing all kinds of crap.
How'd you do that?
I think I played some sound effects of laughter.
Fun.
So just do some more seasoned salt. You want some of your apple wood?
Yes, please. It's so good.
She likes a lot of this.
I do. It's true.
On her tofu.
Smush it in.
This is the smushing technique passed down. All right, here.
Generations to generations.
Now you have to eat it.
Oh, thank you.
I guess I said ladies and gentlemen again.
Drink.
I know. Well, I'm going to pour some more coffee.
Do you want my cold coffee?
Do I want anyone's cold coffee? No, I don't, ladies and gentlemen. But thanks so much for asking such a ridiculous question. Okay,
I don't mind cold coffee.
I have to reach
Okay,
in
okay,
impossible
we'll
ways
swap.
to. All right, we're swapping now.
Swapping.
It's now the Tracy Samlow Show, and I'm just the guest pouring coffee. So, what do you want to talk about today? Word of the day. What's your word of the? No, that's
We
a
did
Bob
that.
Doyle show thing. Yeah.
They did that. How about movie of the day?
Movie of the day. All
Yeah.
right. So, tell me about this feature.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, okay. What's your favorite movie of the day, or just favorite movie of all time?
Well, we're just going to talk about all time.
All time.
But we're going to talk about it today.
While we eat some fried tofu together, because we still got 13 minutes to fill. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, one of my favorite movies
Is
is
the following. Coming down in 3,
not surprising.
2,
The Secret.
oh.
It's
That old
true.
thing.
What the Bleep is another one of my favorites. If you haven't seen that, What the Bleep Do You Know? Down the Rabbit Hole. It's a good one. I actually am really bizarre in the fact that I don't watch movies very often, probably because I just don't have the time to do that.
Who's got the time with kids and schedules? When you're a solopreneur, you have time for very little. But the best thing you could do with your life is make sure that when you are spending your time doing something you enjoy, and I can't stop talking, please stop me.
But I do there's old movies, like Gone with the Wind is one of my favorite. Dances
too
with
long.
Wolves. I know, they're
Too
really
long.
long movies. That's like an entire evening.
Although I say that
3 hours.
Interstellar is one of my favorites. It's 3 hours.
Oh,
So,
right.
yeah. Did you see that?
What, Stella?
Interstellar. No, you haven't seen it.
Oh,
yes.
no, I've not seen that. Don't know what that is.
That takes a little bit of time.
It's good though?
It's freaking great. But I've watched it 5 times and I get something new out of it every time because it's multi-layered and it's time and space.
Oh, I totally want to see that. Is it like documentary?
No,
Or is
it's
it-
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I like him.
That was my Matthew McConaughey impression of him saying his own name.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so anyone, favorite movie?
Favorite movies, unless Sarah's favorite movie is called Drink, we still haven't gotten responses.
Is that I don't know.
No, it's not. She's just saying Drink because I must have said LNG.
LNG. I do like that. I'm trying to
Take a
think
look
of
at the tofu cam again.
Yes.
Still down here.
It's
Maybe-
still delicious.
Maybe I'll have one of Tracy's Applewood.
They're so good.
Hello, I'm Tracy's Applewood, host of Tofu and You.
Tofu and you. A fried variety.
I'm telling
of-
you, check it out. Needs to be Sarah says I can't pick a favorite. She loves so many movies.
Yeah.
All right, like something maybe in their top 5. How about that? Anything in your top 5?
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't have a favorite. It's kind of
Like, I
like
have
music or anything. I don't really have a favorite.
Yeah, I think I've definitely... Goodbye Girl is one of my all-time faves.
Yeah, that's good.
Freaking a great.
Yeah.
Richard Dreyfuss. Love it. Donnie Darko says, Mike, I've never seen that.
I don't even know that I've heard of that.
I definitely have. I think it's like... I did a dub smash to it. Something about superhero. I don't know. I don't know what Donnie Darko is. I'm gonna stop talking now about things I know nothing about. Take it, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the second verse?
So, I mean, comedy. Comedy, I like. You know, I don't watch horror because I don't want that energy in my life. Or drama, really. I don't watch drama either for the same reason.
This is a great pairing because of that. Because I do not like... If I know a movie is a downer, I just won't watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't care how good the writing is, dude.
Right.
That's not what I want to do with my time. But
this
this guy's back again, eh?
This
3
is-
days in a row for no good reason. Absolutely no
I
good
like comedy, clearly.
A Christmas Carol. Are you talking about the
which one?
Lionel Barrymore or... I don't know. I mean, there's lots of Scrooge interpretations, but
Yeah.
she specifically said A Christmas Carol. And I'll bet she's not talking Scrooge McDuck.
Probably not. Yes.
They don't make
Disney
movies like they
version?
used to, says Spike.
Yeah.
On-demand streaming, that's right. It's season after season, hour after hour. It's very, like, I can't.
Yeah, Dances with Wolves is loaded with drama. It is very so same with Gone with the Wind.
Oh yeah, some of my
Totally
favorite
right,
movies are
right.
movies that I would not choose today.
It's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, totally true. Yeah. Yeah, but I've been very much into the Native American culture, so I think that was probably why I really enjoyed that movie. Help.
Having fun with tile floors and time to kill, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
And socks.
Yeah, and socks.
Oh, good, new socks.
So glad you brought up socks.
Socks. These are happy socks now. There's no holes.
I
They're
just
thick.
I had
It's
this.
new and lovely.
I was putting on my socks this morning, and I said, because they were just out of the bag, these are some of the socks I exchanged. I'm wearing my Redhead
Whatever.
lifetime guarantee socks.
Which is such a cool concept.
And I said out loud, first time worn by human feet. And then I thought, what if that's not true? And every pair of socks is actually foot tested by a human. Then I'm immediately in the factory where this is being done, where there's just a bunch of guys lined up, just sitting around talking about whatever, just putting on socks. Yeah, these are pretty good. That's their job, is putting on socks, pulling them off, and then putting them right on that cardboard thing. So this is straight from Ed's test feet to mine.
These are the thoughts you have.
Yes.
I love what goes on in here. It's so awesome. Oh.
George C. Scott, Christmas Carol. I have
Yes.
maybe seen it once, a bazillion
Yes.
years ago.
Okay, that's
My
gross.
favorite
I
was the
agree, yes.
musical Scrooge, starring Albert Finney, who apparently died this year without asking my permission.
Oh no.
Lots of 2019 surprises. Is this my teeth or yours?
Those are your teeth.
I
That
just
is-
took
that
a bite
is-
and threw it. Hey,
You did.
Wow.
Not, because, I take small ones.
Sarah said that's gross. What was she talking about?
I think the sock trial,
Oh, Ed. From Ed's test feet to mine.
I'm pretty sure that's what she was talking about. Well,
I like it as a premise, though.
it's funny.
Just a bunch of like,
At least it's not like bathing suits trying.
it's like they either do that or Walmart greeter, but all the positions were filled. I'll test socks. I'm probably offending people right now.
Hopefully not, but
Okay. Am I?
Yeah.
If you're offended, type 1 for yes,
two
2 for no.
Yes. Yeah, Walmart greeter was always something I thought, that'd be so much fun just to say hello to everyone every day, welcome them in.
That is the perfect Tracy retirement job. Oh, we talked about this already.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That she'd be so... Did we do that on... I think we did that on a broadcast.
I don't know. We
Already.
talk about all sorts of things, and I can't remember when or where. It's fun though.
It's true. There's just so many conversations.
I was the hostess with the mostest.
Who said that?
Me. Back in the day, I had a restaurant in Chicago, and I would host sometimes just so I could meet and greet people, and it was way fun.
Yeah. We were just talking about what could we create for Tracy, where all her job is just to mingle with people, and that's pretty much, I guess, she's a connector. She's a connector. I told you the other day.
It's fun.
Eat fun.
Eat fun.
Connect fun.
Yes. It's my favorite thing to do is to just be with people.
And she'd hug everyone. That's right.
And I would hug everyone.
Well, we were talking about how so
even
she'd
if
be
it's
there,
awkward and they don't like hugs, it's just like, I figure everybody needs a hug, even if they don't want one.
and she'd work 7 days a week just for the contact, and there'd be regulars to the Walmart, and they'd be coming in, and they'd go, oh, okay, it's Tracy, I love her, but Jesus, we're going to be there for 10 minutes because she's first is going to hug us, and yeah, but
You
she's
have a
so
point.
sweet, she's so sweet, I know, but we're in a hurry, we can't just, it's Tracy, she works here every day, there's no way, can we go to the other door?
He is right, sadly. Mm-hmm. It's true. Yeah.
But how cute, right? I can just see you, 77.
In the little vest.
In the little vest with the name tag says Tracy, and she'd have smiley faces or whatever.
Right, because Walmart has a smiley face.
Oh, it's... I see the future. I'm staring at it.
Okay, no, if I might say, visualization and our ability to manifest is
All right,
pretty
so you're
strong.
right. We
So
probably,
I'm going to say
unless you really want that.
let's not do that.
It still would be fun to just be like a
Maybe for a day,
billionaire.
I would really love to do that. It would be fun for a day.
All right, well, there's another show for us to do. It's a job for a day, and we just go get employed at Walmart,
random places.
a
Taco Bell?
fast food place, just for a day, and we have to work as them. One day train. What do you think? Is that a good show?
We can take the Bob Doyle show on the road.
Hold on now, I got to come up with a title for this show.
On the road again?
No, it's about the jobs, about where we're taking just random jobs.
Could just call
Hashtag
it
random job.
I mean, kind of writes itself, pretty much.
Oh, no, it's not as good as Check It Out, the podcast.
Check it out. That is so. That's honestly, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm
we
telling
could get
you.
a group. We could. I'm sure.
I am literally
we could
listening.
do that.
I literally subscribe to a podcast that is about groceries and grocery stores. These people go in, they talk about Albertsons and Ralph's, and they
You literally listen to one like that?
Well, these hosts used to host another one, and then they just started throwing this one into their feed, so their podcast feed. So I started listening to it. Radically different than what they usually do, but it's called Groceries. You should check it out. I thought it was a joke at first. I thought they can't really be doing this, but then, yeah. So that's my point. Podcast for any subject matter, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have a thing to throw up here, but
mypodcastjumpstart.com.
mm-hmm. And if you need reasons, just put a /reasons at the end of that, and you'll
Get
there.
5 of them.
All right, it's 8:58, which means we're coming down to the last minute and a half.
Shoot
or
again.
So. What did I do?
I don't know.
I should.
Shoot it again. Oh.
And I probably said, ladies and gentlemen.
Drink.
Well, we've had some fun, ladies and gentlemen, making some fried tofu because that's what we do here,
It was
apparently.
fun. And I really wish you guys could try it because it's super delicious. But
That's right, but you can try it yourself, and like Sarah said, if you don't have a deep fat fryer, no big deal. Although
Yeah,
I highly
pan
recommend
fry,
one
it's just
because
as
they're
good.
great for so much. We throw tater tots in there. Just change your world about tater
so
tots.
good and so
You
unhealthy.
can't pan fry tater tots. You could, but you look like yeah. But once you put them in a deep fryer, you never do the other.
It's an elevated state. For sure.
All right, my friends. Well, thank you so much for joining us in the kitchen for another episode of the Bob Doyle Show, Tofu Edition. You learned a little something, or inspired to try this out for yourself. And Bob is usually happy every time you going, hey, I've got some of those multi-flavored tofu snacks. So we appreciate your patronage. We hope you continue to frequently the Bob Doyle Show. And we'll see you again probably before the show.
And if not, next Wednesday.
Yeah. the post show conversation before I hit stream. So, what did you think about the show? I thought
we did really good.
Yeah, I thought this was the best show ever, and I think people learned.